President of the Board. Dames en heren, een ronde applaus voor Kristel Baele.
Your Excellencies, dear Alderman Kasmi, dear Mrs. Goncharova, our guest speaker today, dear members of the Supervisory Board, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pride and pleasure today that I welcome you in this magnificent venue, the church that stand up after the bombing of the city of Rotterdam. Today we are celebrating the opening of the new academic year. And the Laurenskerk stands for the resilient, indestructible and optimistic nature of Rotterdam and its people. In the past, the present and the future. But first, please join me in the tradition of honoring the memory of colleagues and fellow students from within our community who in the last year have sadly passed away. May I invite you to stand up if possible. We deeply regret the tragic loss of the following students: Richard Feng, Paula Valevichute, Dirk-Jan van Silfhout, Bart Michelsen. We also mourn the loss of colleagues and former colleagues: Catherine Rothwell, Wiebo van Rossum, Ferry de Goey, Hans Wiggers, Lorieke Hagdorn van der Meijden, Sam Adams, Vicky Balsam, Loet Mennes, Wim Dolman, Kees Rijnvos, Harry Krijns, Peter Karel Levendag, and Arie Verberg. We will always consider them to be part of our community. Our thoughts are with their loved ones in deep appreciation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. On this day, the start of the celebrations of the 105th anniversary of the Erasmus University, we find ourselves in an exciting and challenging place. We are at a crossroads in our progression. Where do we go next? We can take things as they come, the business as usual model, or we can assert our collective vision for this fine institution and retain, maintain, and further build on its rightful position, which is here at the very heart of society. And it is from here, at the very heart of society, that we can play an active role in helping find the solutions for today's and tomorrow's complex challenges. It is from here that we have the best opportunity to contribute, to give back, and to make a positive impact on societal change. So how are we going to do that? What will be our strategy for the coming years? Well, it is my greatest pleasure to launch the Erasmus University's new strategic framework today. This is the foundation for our strategic plan 2019-2024. Later, I will share with you some of the reasons why we need a new strategy, how we have defined our strategic framework, and our chosen strategic priorities. And then briefly, how we will finalize our strategic plan with measurable goals and objectives. But first, In the here and now, I wish to publicly congratulate and applaud all of our faculty, our staff, our students and alumni on all of their wonderful achievements and successes of the last year. You are the fabric of this university. You are the reason why we are already regarded as an internationally driven, groundbreaking and world-class institution. We are already contributing to the quality of society through integrating academic top research with excellent, challenging and inspiring education. I say, well done. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are good. In fact, in some areas, we are excellent. We can be proud, but we can't afford to become complacent. Ambition is in our DNA, and we plan to continue to be successful in what we do. So we need to strategically position ourselves to enable our university to be a front runner in the areas in which we excel. In an ever-changing world, our focus should be advancement for the better. And advancement means, as a university, coming up with answers to highly complex challenges, such as sustainability, migration, digitalization, inclusion, and poverty. To guide us and provide us focus, we need a robust strategy, and that is what we are developing. Starting out on this journey of strategy making, we felt we needed to make an honest and realistic assessment of ourselves. And when we assessed our current focus and effectiveness, we consulted with and listened to a representation from all our stakeholders on and off campus. And I'm going to share with you some of the feedback we received. Some of it, I'm afraid, makes for quite uncomfortable reading. We have students on campus who feel that we do not prepare them sufficiently for the world of tomorrow. Many of the younger generation have accused us of failing to act strongly enough, especially with respect to sustainability. The members of our community recognize the many things going wrong in the world, but they also urge us, please step up and act. Furthermore, they say, improve your communication with us, move along with the times, be more externally orientated. However uncomfortable, these comments resonate with the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development statement on the future of universities, which reads, universities have positioned themselves on the outskirts of society and are looking in without playing an active part. Now, our stakeholders correctly see us as a place where research is performed and where global issues are studied and where talent is educated. However, we clearly have a problem. We are not yet perceived by many as being an active and contributing part of the solution to modern day problems. I'd say it is time to act. We simply cannot continue in the business as usual mode. It is crucial that we have a crystal clear understanding of why our university exists. So what is it that we wish to achieve? What is our common purpose? We looked at what we are good at, because we want to contribute our very best. And we looked at which societal challenges we can address with our particular areas of expertise, and how we can best do this. And we came to the conclusion that we need to increase our multi- and interdisciplinary efforts, while at the same time maintaining, improving, and building on our strong monodisciplines. We will contribute using the full extent of our scientific disciplines. We have already launched our 3 Erasmus Initiatives, which are focused on solving contemporary societal challenges, both in our own Rotterdam urban delta, as well as further afield. Looking again now at these initiatives through the lens of our new mission, we conclude that we have made excellent choices here. But we can do more, and we should do more. Today, we are in the middle of the 4th Industrial Revolution, which is driven by digitalization. This revolution is fundamentally changing our economy and our society. It is fundamentally changing the way we manufacture, communicate, learn, research, work, and do business. We cannot yet predict the impact of, for example, advanced robotics, such as a social humanoid robot called Sophie, with her 50 facial expressions. We don't know the effects that augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and data science will have. But there is an indication in examples such as Jill Watson, the digital teaching assistant created at Georgia Tech, to answer students' questions online. Apparently, even computer science students could not tell the difference between Jill, a digital bot, and a real online human teaching assistant. As well as understanding the implications of digitalization, we must also embrace it. These examples might sound like the ingredients for a good scientific novel, but the reality is that we are living in the digital era. It poses great risks for those who stand on the sidelines, those who would rather wait and see, and those who get stuck in endless discussions. And if not managed properly, the progress of digitalization will deepen or trigger inequalities. Digitalization offers great opportunities for those who actively shape it, and I believe we should seize these opportunities. Based on stakeholder input and our knowledge and awareness of the global impact of digitalization, we will explore a 4th Erasmus Initiative, the social impact of digitalization. But it is not only digitalization that is influencing our contemporary world. Another worldwide challenge is sustainability. The Netherlands is a signatory to the Paris Climate Agreement and has set itself one of the world's most ambitious climate goals. The current intended target is to achieve a 49% reduction in emissions of greenhouse gases by 2030, compared to the 1990 levels, and a 95% cut by 2050. The city of Rotterdam wants to be a leader in this endeavor, and the Port of Rotterdam has adopted the same national goals. The port alone is responsible for almost 20% of all the Netherlands' emissions. It is working now in partnership with others to become carbon neutral. And as an academic institution that is proud to be located in the city of Rotterdam, Erasmus University aims to partake in these ambitions and fulfill its responsibility, to be an example for others. Therefore, we include sustainability as one of our strategic priorities in education, research, campus development, and personal goals. Because this can only work if we actually walk the talk, when we actively change our behavior and set the goals that determine our actions. Some steps are relatively easy, such as avoiding printing out documents. However, there is one document that we felt we needed to print, and that is the summary of the strategic framework. You will receive it on leaving the church. Here we lay out not only our mission and our long-term aspirations, but also how we will get there. We have worked hard over the last few months to formulate the new mission and our 7 new strategic priorities. As I mentioned earlier, we have done this by, among other things, listening to people of various ages, backgrounds, gender, expertise, all of whom know the university well and have a good sense of what society needs a university to be. We also installed a GREET team of students and junior staff to challenge us, and we asked the University Council to do the same. Based on these findings, Rector Magnificus Rutger Engels, Eddie Hus and I have had a series of working conferences with our deans. And I'm going to highlight the results of these conferences now. Our mission, our new mission, is to make a positive impact on societal changes. We will strive to understand and make progress towards solving complex societal challenges in alignment with our core activities of research and education, and in close cooperation with our partners, both locally and globally. Our mission will serve as our compass. It will focus our attention, inspire us in our daily activities, and provide direction when we are faced with strategic choices. Because strategy is all about making choices. Together with the deans, we have identified 7 strategic priorities for the coming years. Our students will be given the education and inspiration needed to make a positive impact on societal challenges. Our research will have a greater impact on societal challenges, and to do this, we will invest in the quality and relevance of our academic disciplines, both fundamental and applied. We do have the means to invest, but it also requires national finance schemes to allow for education and research at the highest level. We will address societal challenges from a broad perspective, and we will track our impact and substantiate it as we go along. Societal challenges can only be solved through the lens, through the lens of one single discipline. So an interdisciplinary approach is needed. And we will build on our existing interdisciplinary efforts and encourage and explore new collaborations. Our mission is an ambitious one, and therefore we need a new approach to attracting, nurturing, and developing talent. At the same time, acknowledging and developing different forms of talent. It also requires investing in a cooperative, continuous improvement mindset within and between our professional services and our schools. And last but not least, we plan to increase our sustainability efforts in everything we do and cooperate with our partners in order to contribute to a sustainable society. From now until December, we will continue working on building the strategy within our community. We will set goals for the 7 strategic priorities in 7 strategic design labs, comprising inclusive teams of students, staff, and external stakeholders. These teams will be completing the strategy in line with our new mission. And I invite each and every one of you to join in, helping formulate concrete goals and approaches for these strategic priorities. You may register on my EUR. The results of the Strategic Design Labs will be realized by all of us in the coming 4 years. To wind up, I'm inviting you to picture a university that provides its students with future-proof education. Picture a university that walks the talk on sustainability. Imagine an institution with the skills, mindset, and capacity to really help solve the problems of today and tomorrow. And all this while staying true to our own identity and the values of Erasmus. We are confident that with this mission and these 7 strategic priorities, we will become a frontrunner among leading universities. Highly relevant, sought after, responsible, and responsive as a societal partner. We will remain rooted in our Rotterdam urban delta, focused on both local and global challenges, because there is no difference between them. And we want you to join us in creating a positive societal impact. We want you to join us in becoming an even better Erasmus University. And we want you to look towards the future with resilience and optimism that is grounded in good science. I invite you to honor the indestructible traditions of our university. Let's debate, question, research around our strategic themes. On behalf of the Executive Board, I wish you all an inspiring, creative, and successful new academic year. Thank you.